Hey guys, Kytt here. So, it's about 1:45 a.m. I'm about to hit the sack. Just wanted to go through a couple of quick things. Today, I wrote a hilarious new joke, accompanied by someone you know very well at this point, Ray. A pun, I guess you could call it. What would you call a so-so vegetable? Mediocre. Huh? So I've been watching a lot more YouTube lately. A lot of the blogs and all the original content that I can gather up, so I can really kind of get my mind wrapped around this whole website and this whole, revolution that's going on, basically. Namely, I've been checking out the archives up to present day of Boheme, Renetto, and the Wine Cone, and like many before me, I'm just gonna say that I'm big fans of all their work, and they're all funny guys, funny as hell, and I've been sneaking bouts on the computer in the cafeteria room, in the cafeteria at school, in order to check out YouTube clips by these three. Other than that, today I found out that I have a job interview. I found this out earlier today. I actually knew when we recorded the 2 videos that you saw earlier. I knew that I had the job interview already by the time that Ray was here. I also wanted to note one thing that kind of annoyed me today, and this is just on a side note. I saw a poster today, for a movie called I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, and I fear for my life. I fear for the industry, which I one day wish to become part of. I fear for my sanity, as this is the kind of schlock that people can shell out and make money off of. Granted, it went straight to DVD, so probably didn't make that much money off of it. But because I'm walking by this video store, and I see in the window, there are 2 posts in the window. They have I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer and Basic Instinct 2, and a couple other videos that are like, big sellers or whatever. So I'm looking, and this is a movie store. This is a place where they sell movies, where they make money off of selling movies and renting movies, and you expect them to know something about movies. I mean, this is where they make all of their money. This is these people's primary mode of employment, and you'd expect these people not to be complete and utter failures. And yet, there's a bookstore near my school where it's called Manhattan Books. They have in the window, they had a poster for the movie that just came out with Ben Affleck called Hollywoodland. Yeah. And I heard that this was actually a pretty good movie, despite some people's hatred for Ben Affleck. Personally, I've, kind of gone back and forth on my opinion of him, just because I didn't like Daredevil. Who did? But I did I liked Paycheck. I kind of enjoyed Jersey Girl, but everyone says, oh, Kevin Smith's movie, it was a Kevin Smith movie, but it wasn't really a Kevin Smith movie, it was horrible. I liked Jersey Girl. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was, it was fun. It did exactly what Kevin Smith wanted to do. It was him trying to deviate from deviance. And I thought he did a pretty good job. Ben Affleck was in Hollywoodland, and I heard some really great things about it. And this bookstore, this store that doesn't have a single DVD in the entire store, it's a college textbook store. Meanwhile, they had a poster for a movie that was 10 times better than anything you'd see in a movie store. And I just think there's something wrong with that. You'd think that you go to a place where, this is somewhere that they're trying to sell you movies, so you think that they know something about movies. Now I'm just repeating myself, but that's just something that was stuck in my craw for a little bit earlier today. that's pretty much it. It'll be revolutionary. And, you know, then I gotta go out, try to get this job, hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, and such, and, you know, so wish me luck. Hey guys, I'm back. I went to my job interview today, and I'm just hoping now that after the guy who interviewed me today gets done with the other interviews he has to do, he said he'd be done by Tuesday, so I'll know by Wednesday, and of course, once I know, you'll know, because I'll be sure to either jump up and down or, you know, cry. But, you know, life goes on if I don't get it, and hopefully I do. I got all pretty today. You guys want to see something? Ready? Alright, here we go. See? Check that out. Is that amazing? I find this amazing, personally. Alright? For those of you, many people have actually never seen me with so much as a belt, much less a shirt that's tucked in. You know, I think, you know, I look kind of, for business, a little bit geeky, personally. I look, you know, like a tool. That's what I think. But, you know, it could be worse. You know, I don't have suspenders. So one of the things I actually noticed, which was kind of funny to me, was the guy that interviewed me today, he kind of looked like Henry Rollins. And, you know, so I'm sitting there the entire time thinking, don't say he looks like Henry Rollins, don't say he looks like Henry Rollins, don't say he looks like Henry. So after the interview, I did one of the poorest things I've ever actually had to do. I had about $4.23 in my bank account. So I went to the bank. Well, you can look for yourself. You can see I went to the bank and took out $4. I actually went through a transaction, filled out the little slip, went through all the motions to take out $4 from the bank. So, you know, I need this job. I think that if I have a job, I'd have money for a rainy day, I'd have money to pay for Chris's presents and other presents and stuff. Stuff that in the past, and especially in the recent years, it's been difficult for me because I haven't had a job for so long that when Christmas comes around, I'm borrowing money from people, and I don't like doing that. I don't like that kind of lifestyle. I've just been really, you know, a little shit when it comes to presents. I feel really bad about, I didn't get my mom a present for her birthday, and I didn't get my sister a present for her birthday. I feel just horrible about that. And I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do this forever. It's not responsible of me, it's not adult of me to do this, and it's not something that I can continue doing if I want to consider myself an adult now. I'm 20 years old, and I should work on having money and learning to save my money, and that's something that I need to work on. Also, by the way, notice that I shaved today. I needed to look more professional, because I had this whole little scruffy thing. I don't know if you noticed in the videos before, but I had this scruffy thing going on before, so I shaved. I didn't shave off, you know, this area. I like this, because I have, if you can imagine me without facial hair, I have a baby face. A couple years ago, I was with a girl, and I shaved. She actually said that she felt bad kissing me and fooling around and stuff because I looked like I was 11. That's not exactly an ego booster, you know. I guess this will be it for today. I've been making videos like mad. You know, I started on Saturday or something, and this is the 7th video I've made so far. So that's if you can do the math there, I'm a couple of videos ahead of schedule. I probably should have paced myself at least one a day, but there's just so much more going on through my head and so much more going on day-to-day basis these days that I just have more material and there's more stuff to work with, and I figure I can worry about having a buffer as I feel myself kind of slipping more and more towards not having anything to say. But I've always been pretty opinionated and kind of a dick. So I'm sure between being a dick and liking to speak my mind, there might be a place for me on the internet. Maybe. I don't know. This is Kytt, signing off.